G'day and welcome to our channel. I'm Nick and I love anything to do with fishing and love the travelling life.
And I'm Elenya, also known as Big Mama. I love cooking up a storm on the campfire and smashing the boys fishing.
Yes! These are our two little fellas, Lennox and Finley, and we're soon to add a third child to all the chaos. We love adventuring and testing our gear to reach some of the most remote locations Australia has to offer. This is a little bit of an insight into full-time caravanning life and some of the questions we've been asked along our travels.
Alright, welcome to another episode.
Well, Q&A!
Alright, ignore that. By the way, have you seen Nick's got good pants on today? Not ripped, not dirty.
It's because they're the only ones I got left.
We are doing a Q&A. We've got all your questions. Thank you for doing that, everyone. And we are answering them today. So we're going to make it a little bit...
We're trying to make it fun, not boring Q&A.
Take two.
The van. Everyone wants to know about the new van. One of the questions was, what are we most excited for?
No,
that's not the question.
No.
What's the question?
Go. You got to go in logical order.
Gotta go in logical order in Q&As.
So what are we getting first?
I've forgotten it again.
Take 10. New van.
The new van. What are we getting? We're getting a Vacationer Rough Rider. Pretty well 20 foot, family, 3 bunks. But I'm not going to tell you too much about that because...
Custom build.
It's custom, pretty sick. No, it's a van.
It's a van.
Nah, we're very excited for it because it's got, we've just tailored it to suit us. What are we looking forward to most about the new van? So you can go first.
A bit more room.
You'd have to get away from the kids.
Yeah. Not gonna lie, yeah.
Mine is being able to, this sounds really like stupid, but being able to plug into a power point anywhere in the van and have 240 power. Because at the moment we've got to lift the seat and plug into a little inverter.
When's it due?
Towards the end of the year, fingers crossed. As you all know, with the caravan industry at the moment, it's nuts. So we're hoping by the end of the year.
Fingers crossed.
Well, another question, what is towing the new van? Now, we got a lot of questions about this.
Yeah.
And is Maxie staying? Is he leaving? Maxie's here to stay. We've done our figures on the van and what Maxie can pull and with the boat and all that. And he scrapes in, so we're going to get the van weighed when we get it, like everything. We're going to do a whole thing on it. And if it doesn't...
A whole episode. That's what a whole thing is.
Yes. And if it doesn't fit in Maxie's parameters, he's gone. Nah, he's been a sick car. I don't know if we can get rid of Maxie. So,
no.
Take him to some very cool spots.
Shakedown trip. Where are we going?
Well, my parents have a farm on the mid-north coast, and it's on a river, and it's a cool spot fishing, all sorts of things. So we're going to shake it down there. There's a little bit of four-wheel drive sort of thing to get in there, so it's going to be cool to see that with a longer van. But yeah, that's our shakedown trip.
But of course, we're going to take you guys with us.
Fix the tummy up. Look, muffin top.
Oh, stop it. I'm running out of clothes.
So that's about it for the van, isn't it? Yeah.
It is.
Another question we got asked a lot, this was a lot, was...
What? What
We're
made...
terrible at this.
We are terrible. We don't blame you if you don't want to watch. What made us travel full time? What was like the tipping point for it, I guess?
Yeah.
Do you want to answer?
I guess we've always had a bit of a, like, hate for planes in the sky when they ruin our audio. We've always started like very camping all the way when we were young.
Started with a swag.
And now we've got a van. But yeah, I guess that's like lust. Yeah, let's use lust. Our lust for camping and adventure started then, and we just carried it on. But I guess what was the tipping point for us to travel Australia? We'd sort of always wanted to, and we had the opportunity to build a house, and we were building that whilst we were working our normal jobs. and it was probably too much. But
well, I think the tipping point was, so our normal jobs, I'm a registered nurse and Nick is a builder. We were doing long hours to save, and one day we were literally just laying in bed, just exhausted, and we said, let's go travelling.
Yeah.
And then it started from there.
Yeah, and that's pretty well, that's exactly how it went.
Yeah.
And then we haven't looked back since.
Yeah.
So.
A lot of people sort of say, like, is it scary? Like, you can't do it, we've got a mortgage, blah, blah, blah. It is doable. It really is. Like, if you want something, you go and make it work.
Yeah, that's it. I think if you want something enough, you'll make it work, and I suppose that's the answer to it. If you want to do it, you want to do it, you know, there's,
Yeah, and leading on to that, one of the questions was, what would you say to someone wanting to travel Australia? And it's a little bit cliche, but just do it.
Yeah.
Life is way too short, and you know what, like, even if you don't like it, traveling isn't for everyone, and like, we totally understand that. It is for us, and it has changed our whole life.
How we afford to travel too is a lot, like everyone seems to want to know that, you nosy
Fair
buggers.
Point. No, but fair point. We wanted to know.
So, like, as we saved our butts off, Elenia and I are childhood sweethearts, so we saved pretty well from then. We saved our little pennies, and yeah, so we've been, that's how we mainly fund it, and we're lucky enough now to make money off YouTube, thanks to you guys.
And our Patreons, a big thank you to our Patreons.
Yeah, they make the dream, like, keep the dream alive.
Yeah, love to keep doing what we're doing, and obviously providing episodes for you guys. But yeah, our Patreon channel is a big one, and we're about to start a merch line. Oh, the secret's out.
Yeah, but I mean, before we started YouTube, if we ran out of money or funds, we'd just work. I mean, there's work everywhere if you want it, so especially now. You
just got to be willing to go for it. You just got to give things a go.
Yeah. I'll tell you one story about work too. Yeah, there was this one job in Townsville that I did, and I still remember it. It never leaves my little head. I shoveled pigeon poo off like a multi-story building for 3 days.
He's scarred.
The world's your oyster, you can do anything.
You're a loser. Anyway, moving on from Nick's pigeon story. So, another question. Sorry, my big fat belly, I feel like it's just in the way.
You're poking it out.
How do you plan what sort of things you'd take in a trip? Good question.
It's a hard one.
It is.
Because everyone's different.
It depends what you use, I guess.
Yeah.
And like how you travel. Like, we do a lot of off-grid.
Well, how about we say what we couldn't live without? You get this.
My camp oven. For my cooking segment.
I can live without that. That's gone.
Well, what can't you live without?
I wouldn't do anything without a boat. I just wouldn't. Yeah.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
I don't know, it adds an extra dimension to travelling.
I think, look, the thing we've realised is you actually don't need much to travel.
Yeah.
Do you?
And I mean, everyone's different. If you like it, take it.
And then if you don't use it, get rid of it.
Yeah.
Clothes is a big one. I started off with a fair few clothes in the van, but do you know what? Like, you probably see we wear the same stuff. Yeah.
Actually, touching on that, we got a message one day, and someone picked a fight with me, actually.
I did not.
It was emotionally. Yeah. They said, right, do I wear anything else than my aqua singlet?
He's not really upset about that, but it's pretty funny. I loved it. I had the best deal. But no, he doesn't.
Yeah, so put that on my list that I can't go travelling without my aqua singlet. Alright, so this next question, they've asked, what is your favourite outback experience and the favourite place or camp we've ever been to? Now, we're going to split this up because I'm going to say, what is your favourite outback experience?
In our recent episode, one of our recent episodes, we went to Julia Creek and we did the artesian baths. It is just something, you know, when you see something as you're scrolling on Instagram and you go, I want to do that. Well, we eventually did it and I was so excited for it. Oh, there's so many experiences, but that is my top of my list so far, I think. What's yours?
Now, mine is all in one, and I'm very excited to answer this question because it's 7 emu stations in the Northern Territory. It's just a sick spot. I mean, it has everything for me, like a bit of 4-drive tracks, fishing, crabbing. It's just an awesome spot and the best sunsets we've ever seen. And yeah, that is my outback experience and the best camp in Australia. I'm putting that on best camp in Australia so far.
Yeah. If you haven't seen it, you'll have to check it out because it was good. It was very good.
Yes. Now, whoever asked this question, when is the cookbook being released? We can't release anything. We'll get done for copyright. The packet mixers, I'm sure, have copyright on them.
To answer your question, I'm going to look into it and see if I can make one.
Yeah, what she's actually going to do is she's going to cut out all the backs of the cooking packets and stick them onto a book and then maybe photocopy that and sell it. We'll look into it, yeah.
Well, it leads me to the greatest cooking segment. Nick, what's your greatest cooking segment? What, like, have I actually... I want to rephrase this. Have I actually made a good meal for you?
There was one, and it was, and actually it was at that camp that I just absolutely love. It's Emu Station. Eleni did loaded fries.
We'll put it in for you so you can rewatch it.
And I can't. Other than that, it's either been burnt or something's gone wrong. So.
Well, do you want to know mine?
Oh yeah.
I was pretty, and I have been pretty proud. When we went to Lara Wetlands, I made you scones.
Oh yes, they were good.
And they were actually really good. But other than that, yes, it is trial and error.
So 2 out of 30, sort of. It's a good batting average, Elenia.
Moving on. I'm not here.
You've hit 2 homers in like 30 games. Anyway.
We actually did have a few questions about this. Is this something that Finley, our youngest little boy, doesn't eat? And do you know what?
There is.
There is. Strawberries have become cheaper.
They've come on sale.
But Finny doesn't like them.
Doesn't touch them.
Where do you want to visit?
Alex, what's your favourite thing about travelling?
Mars house.
Mars house. Well,
do you like the caravan or Mars house?
Mars house.
Okay, well Lennox is staying here when we take off again. So yep.
Oh, speaking of, what's our budget?
Well, I'd have to say around $700 or $800 a week.
Yeah.
And some weeks are under that, and then some weeks, obviously, if you get the car service or whatever, it's over that. But we try and keep it to around that because, free camping and all that helps. I mean,
yeah, it really does help.
Yeah, budget's a funny thing because, as we've said before, traveling, everyone's different. You know what I mean? If you're paying for a caravan park every night, just say caravan park's $50, it adds up.
And if you stay at a place for like a week or something, which sometimes you do if you get the tinny in and stuff, you hardly spend anything. But biggest one now is food.
Yes. Yeah. Isn't that right, Finny? You like your food, don't you, big fella?
Yes, food.
Yeah. So yeah, budget's a hard one, but yeah, we run at about $700-800 a week.
We need to win the lotto.
So I should sell myself. Any takers? All right, editing software. Now we use, well, I'll start off the start. We started off using iMovie on our Apple computers, and it was pretty good.
Yeah,
simple to use, simple to start off with. Yeah, but we've recently changed to DaVinci Resolve, and DaVinci Resolve is a pretty good. It has a incredible free version, which you can do a lot in it. It does have a professional version, which is a once-off fee of like $200 or $300, which we haven't done yet because the free one's more than ample for us at the moment. Yeah, so DaVinci Resolve. Not that our videos are any good, but you sort of get, I don't know, we sort of cringe at the ones we first made.
Anyway, you've got to start somewhere, guys.
Where do we get our music from? Now this, we have recently subscribed to a music website called Epidemic Sounds, and awesome spot to get music. You pay, I think it's $100 odd for a year subscription, and it allows you to get any song on their website, and you're not like, you don't get copyright claims or anything like that on YouTube, which for us cuts a whole lot of time, because you know, we use a lot of songs. So all right, another tech question.
What do we use to film?
They can just handle the kids' abuse. They can just get dropped.
They're small, you can take them anywhere.
They do the job, and look, they got stabilization, they got all the like features that helps rookies like us film.
Yeah. In regards to sound though, a good point, we have tried, you know, those big like mics that you can
The
put
fluffy
on. Yeah.
ding dongs.
And do you know what? We loved the GoPro Media Mod.
Yeah, and it's kept it simple. It's nice, compact.
Yeah.
You don't look like an idiot when you hold it like this in public places.
Yeah, it's perfect for us and what we do. Like,
yeah, I mean, they're just a
keep it
cool, simple package that helps rookies film like half decent stuff.
yeah. And really the only other thing with the GoPro is we got a stand, so we can both be in pictures like do things like this.
Well, we've actually got two drones. We've got a little mini, which is good. I mean, I think they retail for about $700 or $800.
Yeah.
$700 or $800. And we actually got that because our bigger drone, the Mavic 2 Pro, was at the doctor's getting fixed. So yeah, we have two now. The little one's great. It like literally fits in your hand, and it's good for hiking and all that sort of thing. The bigger drone, which is still not that big, we find is so much better. It's going to sound very stupid, but wind just smashes the little drone around, where the big one can handle quite a lot of wind.
Yeah.
And the picture quality and all that's just better. It's just a better drone.
And I don't fly the drones. I'm trying, I'm working on it. I just don't trust myself.
Yeah. You only get good at flying them, and I'm not saying we're good, but practice does make you a little bit better.
Yeah.
Another question, and I'm going to break it into two, is where we want to go in 2023. So that is on our radar. The South Australia and the West Coast. We're coming for you next year.
New van.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah. All right, so a lot of questions about the baby, and I'm going to let Elenia do this because that's my domain, but hers.
Plus,
when's the due date?
Nick won't remember anything.
We don't even know if I'm dad. Anyway.
We do. Definitely the dad. All right, so baby's due date is the 1st of December of this year, so it's getting pretty close. I am currently in this episode.
She's currently chubby, that's what she is.
Yeah, 32 weeks fat. And we're getting there. All right, in regards to baby names, we do have a baby name, but we're keeping that a secret.
And a gender, a gender. So for everyone who is asking, you're gonna have to find out when the little thing's out.
Are we gonna do a birth video?
I don't know. Next question.
Right, a big one is, what is our plan in regards to birthing, blah, blah, blah. So we are coming back to Port Macquarie, our hometown in New South Wales, and we are having the baby here because it ended up that our new van is due at the same time. So we're around this area anyway, so we thought maybe we'll get help with the two crazy kids that we have already.
Yeah. And then leave them here with my parents or your parents, and then we'll probably just go.
I think they'll be giving them back pretty quick.
No, we're going to keep travelling. Yeah, so we got baby due, the new van coming, and then Christmas, then we're leaving again. Anyway, we're moving on. Is that all the baby questions?
No. I've got a good one for you.
Okay.
A big question was, how do you get mum and dad time?
Is this a mum and dad time or just a mum and dad time?
Mum and dad time.
Just do it. I don't know.
You can't just do
what
it.
else do you do? You got to just do it.
Wait till they're sleeping.
Just be sneaky. Anyway, next one.
All right, a big question revolved around this pregnancy was traveling on the road and how we manage with scans and appointments and all that sort of thing. Look, most of our time was done out back, so we were a bit cruisier with this pregnancy. The first 2 ultrasounds we were actually around the Cairns area, up in Queensland. So all I did was go to a local GP, which was super easy to get into, and get a referral, and then just booked in. Normally it was about a week wait to get in for your scan, so it's just about timing a little bit. Like we don't go on any timeline, but we sort of had to try and get those appointments.
We just booked ahead. We knew where we were going, and we just booked ahead, and if we had to stay a night or 2 extra somewhere, we just did it.
Yeah, so 8-week scan and the 12-week scan were done in Cairns, and then
Telehealth.
Yeah, we did a telehealth. Just to get results and all that sort of thing. Pathology we did wherever we could, and again we got the pathology forms emailed to us, which was really good.
But we haven't really done, like we've done all the necessary ones, but we haven't.
Yeah, so the 20-week one, they like you to do it at 20 weeks. With timing and all that sort of thing, we were actually at Mount Isa when I was 18 weeks. So we got that done at 18 weeks, and the baby played well, and they were able to get all the images, which was really good.
I just said the baby's gender, so I'm going to cut that out.
So yeah, 20 weeks was done, and when we realised we were going to come back to Port Macquarie to have Bub, I called our local antenatal clinic, and we had a telehealth appointment again, and they just made sure that I was aware of what to look out for, and if I had any concerns, just to go to the nearest hospital or clinic. And yeah, but really we were sort of cruising. I sort of like it that way, so much cruisier.
Not a hassle in the world.
For him. A special thanks to all of our Patreons for your ongoing support. It helps us to continue to share our travels with you all through our weekly episodes. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you all next week. Thanks for watching.